If you like this video and want to see more, be sure to click on the subscribe button, then click on the settings button, check it off, and then click on save. Thank you.
Alright guys, I did not mention this in the previous video when I was doing the evacuation on the system here. And this may be like a little bit of common sense, maybe it's not. But before you do a job, you always want to change your vacuum pump oil. Your vacuum pump oil needs to be clean. You don't want any moisture in it, because when you pulls out a vacuum on the system, it's pulling the moisture in it, and that moisture is going to get absorbed into the oil. Also, any kind of, that makes this here more corrosive in, as far as the oil. So what you want to do is you want to get it out, change it. And if your pump has been sitting around for about 1 month, you got your oil in it, it'll absorb oil from the atmosphere. Change it. So anyway, I forgot to mention that to you. Of course, I did all that, before we started the job, and I did that off camera. Okay. Last time you saw the video, we had a vacuum on here that was about almost right at 24 hours, and it was holding. I came back and I pulled another vacuum on it. Let it sit for about, I guess the vacuum was about 2 hours I pulled on it. We've been sitting here now, it's about a half an hour, so we're still looking good. So now we're getting ready to charge this thing up. Now this here system, I looked it up in the service manual, and it's 22 ounces. Most vehicles will have a decal somewhere on the engine, on the placard somewhere. I looked all over this thing. I did not see anything, so I had to look it up. 22 ounces. Okay, that's 1 pound, 6 ounces. So just as a little reminder, I've also capped off the radiator here. I've got 50-50 solution of coolant in there. Alright, so what we want to do here is I got the tank here, R134A. I have it on a scale. We have a digital readout. Right now I've got it set for pounds and ounces. Now this is 34 pounds and some few ounces, so what I've did is I've already hit the tare button, zeroed it out, and so what we're going to do is we're going to be looking for 1 pound, 6 ounces. That'll give us our 22 ounces inside the system, and then we're done. Alright, so let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead and open this up. Alright, we're still zeroed, so we're good there. Okay. Alright, after we open the valve down there on the tank, the next thing we want to do is we want to purge this here service line of any air. So what we're going to do is we're going to loosen it up, and then that'll let the air out. Okay. You're making sure both of your valves are closed at this point also. And now what we're going to do is we're going to open up the low side, and we're going to let some of this here refrigerant in. Now you could do this a lot faster. You could flip the tank over and you could do a liquid charge, but we got a little bit of time, so I'm just going to do this as putting it in as a vapor. Okay. I'll let Soraya kind of get over there a little bit. Right now we have 1.5 ounces in here. If you let it go in a little bit slow, then what'll happen is, that you won't, the vapor that's inside the tank won't turn to liquid, which so we want to put it in a little bit slow. What I like to try to do is I like to get as much as I can in here, so that when the compressor starts, it'll start and it won't have to cycle off and on, where the low pressure switch is cutting it off. So we're going to put it in. Let's see where we're at right now. If you're looking at it, we got 3 ounces in there. So we got a little ways yet to go. Isn't this fun, guys? Watching a gauge and some gas going in, some pipes and all.
4.
And what do we want to get? We got it set right now for pounds and ounces. I believe you can also do kilograms on here and maybe also ounces. So I think you got 3 different units of measurements that you can set it for. Also guys, you can also program this unit. In other words, you can go in there and you can punch in the amount that you say that you want to go into this system. Say it's 22 ounces. And you can buy a solenoid valve assembly that'll go to the tank. And when this thing hits that amount, then it'll shut off the valve and you don't have to keep a watch on it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. But we're going to do it the old-fashioned way.
Thank you.
So we're just going to kind of monitor our pressures down here. And also I believe that when you hit this here mount, when it's programmed in, it'll come back and you get a beeping sound and it'll say done. Okay?
Still at 4.
Yep. Yep. Okay, so right now at this point you see it's pretty much taking about what it can put in there, right? So there's the pressure, it's all the way up here. So if I turn it down, you can see that's pretty much about as much as it's going to take. So now we need to crank up the engine, let the compressor run, and then it'll draw the rest in there. So let me crank up the engine. Also keep in mind that while I'm doing this, I also got to keep a check on this here coolant, because I'm probably going to have to add some more. Right now it's filled to the top of the radiator, but we need to keep a check on that too. So let me get my keys and we'll get started. You can hear the AC clutch cycling off and on. What are we looking down on our field?
7.
Okay.
7.5.
And we
8.
should reach a point where this thing is going to stay on.
8.5. 9. 9.5. 10. 10.5. 11. 11.5. 12.
Yes, we're looking for 1 pound, 6 ounces. You don't hear the clutch cycling off and on now, so it's got enough pressure inside to keep the switch made over there on the low pressure side.
One.
Alright, so we got 1 pound. We've got a half an ounce. 1 pound, 1 ounce. going to do now is we're just going to let it run for a few minutes. See what kind of pressures we got. Let me get my headband here so I can see. Whenever you're working around refrigerant, you know it's high pressure, so always wear safety glasses, safety first.
Again, I'm not wearing any.
Well, you're further back, so you're not too concerned.
Okay.
But get in here pretty close, and then I'll have to get some glasses for you also. Also, you know, gloves is also a good thing, you know, because you're working, you're going to take the lines off and that kind of stuff, you know. It'd be good to have gloves, just as also for safety. Let's get back to our pressures, see what we got here. So we're running around like 30 psi on the low side, and we're looking like 225 on the high side. Okay, let me see what we're looking at here. Now, you can look on the internet, you can look for pressure, temperature, saturation charts, but it's all built in your gauge. If you look right here on the slow side, you can see in the red scale you have a Fahrenheit setting and you have a centigrade setting. Fahrenheit is on the inside. That's what I'm looking at. So I'm looking across, and it looks to me at this here saturation pressure of 30 psi that we are running inside the evaporator coil of about 30, or looks like about 34 degrees. All right. For the condensing saturation pressure at 225, and I'm looking at that, it looks like it's running around, let me see, 100, looks like about 140 degrees, okay? And that all looks good. We could go a lot more into the theory of how this works, and we can go into latent heat evaporation and condensation. We can talk about the saturation pressure temperature charts, but let's just keep it simple for right now. So right now it's looking pretty good. Let's see what our weight is down there. 1 pound, 6 ounces. Okay.
Yep, perfect.
Okay. Hey guys, we're inside. We got a thermometer in the center vent here, and we're sitting right at 40 degrees. So that looks good. Okay, I'm just finishing up on capping this radiator up. Still looking pretty good. Put him over there. Okay. And put him over here. I'm wearing gloves, you know, just to be safe. We're going to disconnect this line over here. Sound like that damn Schrader bell. There it goes. Had a little slight sticking to it. Sounds okay.
Good.
Yep, sounds fine.
All right.
I'm gonna put some caps on that. Caps has O-rings in it. Ray goes up on high side. Blue goes on low side. Notice it's doing a lot of chilling here, right? And that's normal. The line's coming back from the evaporator. Should be nice and cold. Shouldn't be any temperature difference between the accumulator, this pipe, and the pipe going back.
So we're done, right?
I'm looking over everything, make sure I got everything.
Okay.
Yep. Kept this good there. I think we are good to go. Guys, let's wrap this video up. Maybe a little bit of summary. Okay, you saw we had a lock compressor. We removed everything except for the evaporator. We flushed the evaporator out. We installed new parts. We put the compressor oil back in the evaporator, suction accumulator, and the compressor, pulled a vacuum, held a vacuum, looked good, and then we started charging. And so anyway, I hope you guys learned something from the videos here. And next time when you take your vehicle to a, to a shop to get it serviced, then if they say $1,000 or $1,200, then now you might have an idea of all the work that's involved to really do it right, okay? And it's a lot more to servicing an AC than just going in there and, taking a can, putting the pressure up there. You get the needle in the green area, all good, right? Because you don't have no idea how much oil is in that system. And so you may be taking a chance on, how much life you got left in your compressor. Okay, enough babbling. It's time for another shower because it's getting hot in hell again. So you guys take care, and we'll see you in the next one.
Okay, but
okay.
Your truck now is beautifully cool in
well,
there.
Then you can just drive the truck, and I'll just drive this piece of whatever.
No, but the Volkswagen now.
Lord, not the Volkswagen.
The air is kind of. It's not as cold.
Yeah, no, hell.
Okay, we'll talk about it tomorrow.
All right, so not cooling is good.
It is not.
Well, I tell you what.
Okay.
You've seen everything that I've done.
I know what you're going to say.
And you know how to do this now. I can let you do the work, and then I could be.
That's okay. You practice. Now you can do it perfect on mine.
What do you think, guys?
Bye.
All right,
Bye.
you guys take care. We'll see you later. All right, guys, I'm going to give you a little bit of update on the AC job that we did for the Ford Ranger. I have my crack in the bottle.
There
now.
you go.
None of that other crap.
Hoppy stuff.
Whatever it was. Okay, so I've been sitting on these 4 videos, about 2 weeks now. So I wanted to do that so I can give you a progress report, to let you know how everything went with the job. Now, since I finished the job up, I have not driven the truck one time in 2 weeks.
Oops.
Because the wife has been driving it. Okay, you remember how I was bitching throughout the whole video series about how hot it was? Well, this morning, the wife and I, we went to Waffle House, and she was driving the truck. So now this is the first time I'm in the truck. She's got the AC blasting, and it's on high. And I'm sitting there within about 5 miles. I have goosebumps on my arms here. I told her, turn the damn thing down. It's too damn cold. So first I'm bitching because it's too hot, and now I'm bitching because it's too cold. I guess I can't be happy. So anyway, what did you think about it, Soraya?
I love it. I'm not driving anything else until you get the air fixed.
See, you see what I mean? This is what can happen if you start doing work around the house. Right? So anyway, guys, I just want to wrap that up there and let you know about that.